Hello. I feel like we did kind of a lot this month. It was my partner's birthday month, which you will see later, and I have been trying to kind of fix up our living room, and the cats have been doing really well. I also got this amazing funfetti cupcake from my favorite bakery in town, and it had a little bit of raspberry filling. It was very good. I have been working on Cowboy's inhaler training. He's been doing really good. I might do like a little recording of it sometime. Here's me talking about books. Hello and welcome to my floor once again for my monthly roundup of did I meet my goals? And I did, but like kind of. First of all, I did read a book this month, and it is a fiction book. Last year for Valentine's Day, my partner got me this book and we were gonna read it together because I had heard really good things. I feel like I need to reread this. I really like this book. There's like kind of real historical figures meeting and also some like fiction. And I don't know if this follows specifically like all the people that were involved in terms of like the translators and the like mayor and all that stuff. It was a little hard for me to keep track. Mostly because everyone kind of has four names because of all the different languages, which I get. There's like a lot of different cultures involved in this. So there's like the Spaniards, there's the Colhua, there's the Mexica, and I think there's a few like Mayan and other kind of cultures obviously in that area. And so it's like they all have translated names and different things going on. I decided to read like 50 pages each day until I finished it. So it only took me 4 days to read. So you'd think everything would be like solidified, but also a huge part of it is that there's hallucinogenic mushrooms and tomatoes and cacti that some of the characters are consuming. And it's kind of from the perspective of every single one of these characters. So you kind of get a little bit of this person's internal thoughts and what they're trying to do, and this person is also involved. So you'll read like a whole page going into detail of like what this person is doing, and then there's a paragraph of a different character doing something completely different in a different part of the city, and then it'll jump back to this person and jump back to another person. Like it's kind of all over the place, which is like an interesting read, and I do like the way that the author did it, but it was a little hard for me to keep up. I really enjoyed it despite the confusion. I really like some of the like descriptions of the food and like the baths. I will say it's like a little, it's like not even that violent, but it's like a little violent for me. Obviously the Spanish colonizers are quite violent and they're known for violence. And there's like a lot of talk of different animals in cages, and for some reason that would make me uncomfortable. I don't know. It's a really good book. I would recommend it, and it's really not that long. Like it's a quick read. Like things, I feel like the first like 3/4 of the book happens within like what seems to be a couple of days. And lastly, I did a sewing project. This is my like, well, kind of part to my goals. I did a sewing project. It's not like a project in that I completely remade something. I said last month that I was thinking of repairing one of my leotards because I'm not like repairing, fixing the like sleeves because they're really tight. I don't know where that leotard is. I looked for it. Today is like the only day that I could really do any sewing because it's busy next couple of weeks. But can't find it. Don't know where it is. And I have to find it and then like unpick it and then repair. It's a whole thing. Anyways, there's another repair on this shirt in particular that I did. So it's not that exciting, but it does count because I did sew. I did learn something. So this is a shirt. I was also wearing it after it had been repaired in the last clip, but it's a weekday shirt and the neckline was just kind of coming apart, and I just kind of fit it all back together, sewed it with a zigzag stitch, which I don't think I actually needed to do. It looks a little rough, okay, but it's fine. It was my partner's birthday, and I make them a card every year, so this is kind of like my process of making the card. I think it ended up kind of cute. I was trying to go for like a rock climbing wall. The cake is a long story. I ordered it over the phone because like the flavors they wanted were very specific, and this place said they could do it. They did not. It was just like a grocery store, but they did not do it quite exactly. And then I also had to explain, it says Happy Snirth Day Snilia, and I had to explain that whole thing on the phone. It was uncomfortable. Anyways, we went to Phoenix for my partner's birthday, and we took the boys with us because there's like a little place for them to stay, except it was infested with scorpions. That was kind of a nightmare, honestly. I have had this thing about Arizona, and I'm like, I hope I go the entire time living here without seeing a scorpion. I saw like 4 or 5 huge scorpions that night, and Cowboy found like a baby scorpion, so we did not stay there. But we went to the botanical garden for breakfast. We didn't like go into the garden because we were too full after breakfast. But then we went to this cute little plant shop that had all these amazing pots. They were so cool to look at, and lots of really cool plants to look at. And that was kind of my month. We got more going on this weekend, but I'm not going to be able to edit it in time, so I'm just putting this out there. Went a little snail mode after my partner's birthday. Thanks for watching. Bye.